Hi, I am Nikki Hinkle, and I am a Diamond Ambassador, and I'm excited to come and talk to y'all today about reports. Now, probably about 80% of you hear the topic I'm talking to y'all about today, and you're like, peace out. Maybe it's not your jam. I know it's not most people's skill set in this industry. So many people will say, I'm a blue personality, or I'm an Enneagram 4, or, they throw out their personalities at me and say, this isn't who I am. So I'm not going to be bothered by reports because that's not fun. Let me tell you, I am a very blue Enneagram 7 who has a degree in math, and I was a data analyst before I had kids. And so most people, when they know I was a data analyst and they know I'm good with numbers, they assume I'm a green personality. I am not at all. People who actually know me in real life, people who live with me, can very much attest I'm so far from green, it's not even funny. And so I want you to know you can be really good with numbers and with reporting and that not be your personality. It's okay if it's not your personality. You can still really hone in on this skill set. And that's what I want to talk to y'all about today. Remember, you are the CEO of your own business, and it is super important for you to act like that. Like, take ownership in this business. Like, you have the power to change your family's lives with this opportunity, and do not take that lightly. And that's why our reports are so important. If you are actually the CEO of a huge corporation, there's no way you could run the business without knowing numbers, without knowing like what your volume is, without knowing like what's going on, the ins and outs of everyday business. Those are things that are important for you to know, which is very much the same with this business. It is super important for you to know all the things that's going on your team. Now, for me, again, I am an Enneagram 7, and fun is very, very important for me. And I want you to just shift your mindset a little bit about how you've been viewing those back office reports. And hopefully this will kind of give you a new perspective on why I thoroughly enjoy looking at my reports every day and tracking numbers and seeing where things are at. So right now we are in Advent. So Advent is that time. Basically all Advent means is we are anticipating the arrival of something. So right now we are anticipating the arrival of Christmas. As a Christian, I am anticipating the second coming of Christ. And so that's during this time and this holiday season, that's when I'm really trying to hone in with my children, is to wait and to anticipate. And we do all these things leading up to Christmas that make that waiting even more exciting. Maybe we're baking cookies and fudge. Maybe we're reading scripture and we're doing special tradition. We're hanging the holiday lights and we're, listening to Christmas music all day and setting the mood. There's all these different things that I'm doing with my family just to make that anticipation feel more and more and more. There's been some holiday seasons I've been so busy, I haven't really done anything to anticipate Christmas, and all of a sudden it like Christmas hits you like a truck, and you're like, where did that come from? And that holiday just doesn't feel special, does it? Like, there's just so, I think back to those years where I let myself be so busy, and it was not my favorite Christmas. But the Christmases that I build the anticipation up, leading up to it, are the ones that the arrival of the day feels so much more amazing. And so that's what looking at your back office reports does for me every single month. Every single month, I am anticipating where my points are going to end because I'm tracking people's subscriptions. I'm looking at where who has a subscription set to run. And then the next day, did it run? If it didn't, I'm reaching out to them. I'm finding out why. Did they get a new card? That's a lot of the times the reason. It's something so simple that they just need that reach out. Had I not been anticipating that order to go through, I wouldn't have done that. And so I'm doing that all month long so that when auto calls come, guess what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised ever where my points end at the end of the month. It is always pretty much, I mean, I might be surprised by 100 or so here or there, but they're always pretty much where I expect them to be. because I'm in my reports and I know what to anticipate. I know the ones that don't normally run. There are some that are set to run, and every month they don't run. And when you're in your reports regularly, you know this. This is information that you start to figure out. The more you're like really digging down and really getting to familiar with things, the more that you know. And so that there's no feeling like, oh my gosh, Plexus stole my points when you open up your back office and they're not where you wish they would be, because I did the work leading up to it. Like I didn't, and that's the thing about it, is I'm not just anticipating big points every month. I'm doing work to make sure it happens. So like, for example, like I said, when I see someone's subscription is set to run and it doesn't, I'm able to follow up and find out why. I'm able to troubleshoot with that person and see what's going on. And then ideally we save them. And so there's those points I get back. And so that's why it's so important for you to be in your reports, especially like the Plexus Perks report. That's a big one right now that you need to be checking daily so that you can see and you can catch when people turn off their subscriptions. So you can anticipate hitting your rank at the end of the month. I want you guys to have the very best December, but I want every month to feel exciting. I get so excited every month when my back office turns to 0. I know most people are like, oh no, it's zeros. And I'm the weird one that's like, yay, it's zeros. It feels like New Year's Day every single month to me because it's a fresh slate, it's something new, and it's time to get to anticipate all over again. So I want you to change your perspective on how you view reports and start looking into it as, you know, exciting. Like, this is exciting. Like, what is this month going to bring for you? And if you're looking at the first of the month and your goal is gold and you're seeing that with the auto qual setup, you're going to end at 60 points instead of like rolling out the month and being like, oh, darn it. Now you know you need 8 new people added to your team, and that's going to make gold possible. That's going to give you 40 points right there. So who can you lock arms with on your, which one of your level 1s can you lock arms with and help them get a launch event going, or, you know, help them recruit their first ambassador? Like, this is how you rank up. This is how you build those teams. Like, anticipate it happening, get excited, and don't let seeing something negative make you not even want to look at it. That's where I see a lot of times people think, ugh, I don't like the numbers I see, so I'm just not going to look at it at all and just make it go away. It's not going to go away. It's actually going to keep going down and down if you're not getting familiar with the people on your team. Those reports are people. Those reports are people that you need to be making connections with every day. And you need to be anticipating their rank ups too. That's when it gets exciting. To me, when it's no longer about my rank ups, I kind of love that I have no more rank ups on the table. I don't work my reentry because my husband's also a Diamond Ambassador, and I did for a while, but I really, really love to get to anticipate my team's rank ups and to get to like pour into them and get excited for them. Like, it's so rewarding when it's about other people too. So, getting a little long-winded here. I'm not going to teach you how to use those reports today, but just go in, get familiar. They're pretty self-explanatory. Play around, press things. You're not going to break it. Like, hit the top things to see how things sort. You know, click the plus button next to their name and dig down, drill down deep into each individual person. See what they're ordering, see what they're using. Get super familiar with your team. I just can't tell you how much that's going to help your business. And more than anything, I want for you to wake up to your next rank up as one that you have anticipated all month long, and not one that surprises you or catches you off guard, because there's no greater feeling than working hard for something and seeing it come to fruition. So y'all have a great day. Thanks.